Alright, so today we'll be going through trigonometry or really trig ratios. So if people hear the acronym SOHCAHTOA, to us, so today we'll learn how they came up with it, right? So the first thing we need to know is that to use these trig ratios, they're normally used for right angle triangles. Alright, so make sure you have the right angle symbol. Alright, so that's the symbol here is the right angle symbol. Any time you see that symbol on a triangle, it's a right angle triangle, right? So you could use these trig ratios. Okay, so some real tips now. How when you label the triangle, the sides have specific names. So just like before, the side opposite to the right angle symbol is called the hypotenuse. Alright, so in this method, they incorporate in the angle. So you have two sides that have a special name, right? Very simple. So this symbol here is called theta, which is a symbol for angle. Alright, so anytime you see that symbol, it just stands for angle. So the side opposite to the angle is the opposite, yeah. And the side that adjacent or lies along the angle, which is here, is the adjacent side. Okay, so all the three sides of a right angle triangle will be the hypotenuse, which is opposite to the right angle symbol, the opposite side, which is opposite to the angle that they gave you, or the reference angle, and well, by default, the other side is the adjacent. The adjacent side is the side that comes from or lies along the angle. Alright, so those are the three sides. And some two notes. As I said before, this will only be used to right angle triangles. The last thing, to use this method, we only need a value for an angle and a side. That is really all we need. Once we have at least one value for an angle and a side, we could use the method. Alright, so let's get into some more stuff. So these are the ratios. So the first ratio is sine theta, which involves the opposite and the hypotenuse side of the angle and with the hypotenuse. So the other one is cos theta, which involves the adjacent and the hypotenuse, ka. And well, the other one is tan, which involves the opposite and the adjacent side, which is well, toa. Right, tan. Alright, just to make sure who is the opposite, E is the adjacent, and H is the hypotenuse. Alright, so there's some other stuff. The trick is, after labeling the triangle, which you should know to do now, just ask yourself, what side of the triangle did they give you? Did they give you the hypotenuse, the opposite, or the adjacent? And then ask yourself, alright, what side do they want you to solve for? Do you want me to solve for the opposite, the adjacent, or the hypotenuse? Once you know those two, you'll be able to pick the correct trig ratio. And once you pick the correct trig ratio, you could be able to solve for whatever they want. Okay, so that's two questions. What they want, what did they give you? And that is in terms of the sides. Alright, so let's get into some. So when you're labeling, so let's try to label these two just for practice purposes, right? So we have this first one here. So we know this is the hypotenuse. It's opposite the right angle. This side here is the opposite, because it's opposite to the angle, the reference angle. Alright, and by default, here will be the adjacent side. Alright, and you can see if it lies along the side with the angle. Alright, let's try this one here. So opposite, hypotenuse, adjacent. Alright, and let's just label it. So some steps before you get into some of the questions. So step one, label the triangle. Step two, what side do they ask you, or what side do they give you? What side do they want? And once you do those, you'll be able to pick the correct ratio and well solve. Yeah, that's simple. And so let's answer some questions. So this one here, step one, label. So we know this here is the hypotenuse, there's the opposite, and the adjacent. Alright, so what side do they give you? Well, they give you each. What side do they want you to solve for? Well, so the trig ratio that has O1 each, and it is sine, right? So that's right, the ratio. So sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. And just plug in the values. Sine theta is the angle. See the angle here is 40. The opposite side as we don't know. And the hypotenuse they gave us as 3. Alright, so we just solve x, we just carry across the 3. So we end up with x is equal to 3 sine 40. Alright, so we put that in the calculator. And we get 1.92. So x is equal to 1.92. Yeah, very simple. Yeah, so let's do another one. So we have this one here. So same steps, label. So H, O, and A. Notice how the angle change, so we'll have a different opposite. Alright, and then in this case they gave us the H and they want us to find the O. Alright, so sadly in this one is the same thing, right? So in different questions you may want it to calculate a different side with the same steps. Alright, so let's write it down. So that is so. Right, sine opposite on H. In this case theta is 60, so you plug in O, we don't know, 5 pi across 5 sine 60. We put in a calculator. Yeah, 4.33. Alright, so but for understanding purposes, let's what instead of solving for x here, in this case, let's try and solve for e and see what we get. Alright, just see a different trig ratio. And now we could actually implement it. Alright, so in this case, this will give us O. Sorry, H. So they want us to find E. So there's a different ratio. So cos theta is E and H. Theta is 60. So A, in this case, what you want to find. And H is still 5. Alright, so you carry across 5. When you solve it, 5 cos 60, you get 2.5. Alright, with that said, that is it. So, look it out and